Okay, so I just rinsed my hair. It's damp now. I didn't shampoo it because I'm going to be doing a lot of conditioning here. As you can see, I have a lot of dead, very straight ends that have to go, so it's time to chop them off. As I mentioned, I didn't shampoo or anything. I'll be using a lot of conditioner throughout this process, and then I will co-wash at the end. So let's begin. I am working in small sections like so. That way I cut as little as possible, making sure to cut all of the dead ends off, but I don't want to cut more than necessary. So I'm using small sections, brushing through with the detangling brush and using a conditioner of choice, rubbing that in the palm of my hands and then onto the hair. That way I can really distinguish which hairs curl up and which hairs do not. The ones that do not, go bye-bye. Okay, y'all, so I'm about halfway through the first side of my head. I did switch my method up because the conditioner was actually starting to spread and it was getting really heavy, so it was like clumping the hairs together, which was weighing it down, the curls down, which started to make them look like they were straight when really they were just really weighed down. So I probably cut in some areas more than I should, but that's okay. We're doing no heat in 2016, so it won't ever really be straightened. It'll mostly be in its natural state, so I think that's fine. So yeah, I'm gonna keep doing it now with just using water. I pretty much a lot of conditioner in my hair and in my detangling brush, so I don't think I'll need any more conditioner on this side. So I'm going to knock this out, and then I'll show you guys a little bit of the left side. My left, your right. So I'll be back. Okay, I just finished this side. Finally, took me about 30 minutes because I had to pep talk myself into chopping. But I actually like it. I think I've been transitioning for a long time, so you know, it doesn't look like I'm losing a lot. I am, but it doesn't. I have natural length to kind of replace it, so it's not like I'm like doing an extreme big chop as if you did a transition, which I think is helping me because I would have, it takes a very bold soul, and unfortunately I'm a little crybaby, so can't do it. Still got a little bit of straight hairs like this, not necessarily straight, but it doesn't curl like the rest of them. And what really motivated me to do this is because I've been really getting into like protective styles, like twist outs and things like that. And I would watch some of my LSs do theirs, and their ends would just kind of like zoop, curl up on their own, and they could just sleep. Whereas mine, I'd have to put rollers or curlers or like cold curl rods on the ends because they're straight to try to get them to curl, and then I have to sleep in them and they're painful, and then I wake up and the ends are like different curl sizes than my natural hair. It's just, I don't know, I'm over it, and I kind of just want to be complete natural head so that the natural gods will claim me. So I'm doing this. Anywho, enough talking, on to the next side. You guys can kind of see what I mean, like it's doing really what it needs to do as far as curling goes for me to cut it without adding like more conditioner. I still have some, like I mentioned, in my brush and on my hands, so I'm not going to add any until I feel like it's starting to get dry, because as I mentioned, it's weighing it down, so it's looking like I need to cut more than I really do. Like this batch here, or this little section here, it's a batch like cookies. This little section here really only had like one straight away, and in the same section on the other side it looked like there were more because I put too much conditioner. Everybody's hair is different and natural hair patterns are different, so see what works for you. I witnessed somebody do it that way, and that's why I tried it like that at first, but as I'm learning my hair, I'm learning that that's not necessary the whole entire time in order for me to see the difference. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure you guys saw what I meant by the fact that I had stopped using conditioner for every section. To come back just to show you the front of my hair. So the front is very damaged, just because when I like have my hair blown out or straightened, or when I'm doing sew-ins and maybe I have leave out or had leave out, this is where the majority of the damage takes place, just messing around in it, using too much heat, etc. So I cut the worst of it, same with this side, and it'll start to shrink up as it dries, but I probably didn't get all of the straight hair or the damaged pieces because I'll be bald at the front and it'll look crazy. So I cut a pretty good dose of it off, and I'll show you guys a comparison to before I started, so you could see what the front looked like, if you could tell. But yeah, I just wanted to give that little disclaimer because I'm looking at it and I'm like, everything in me wants to just like shave this part of my head off because it needs to start over, but I'm gonna have to continue to transition this part. All right, y'all, I am finished. Right now, I look like Foxy Cleopatra. I tried to insert a Beyonce line there, but I don't remember the words, so we will act like that didn't happen. Yeah, I'm done, and it feels so liberating. Like, it was really hard to watch all this hair fall on the floor, but now I understand why when girls cut their hair, they go and break up with men and jump off cliffs and ride bikes, because it feels really good. And I'm pretty sure my hair really appreciates it. Like I mentioned, the front is still like a whack job. So I'm gonna have to really like remind myself like, yo, stop cutting it or you gonna look like a bald head scallywag in the front. But anywho, yeah, this is it, and it feels great. Now I feel like when I do my natural hairstyles, I won't have to put so much effort into the ends, and I could even potentially rock a wash and go, which I'm really excited about, because before, like when you're transitioning, there's no such thing, because you're gonna wash and try to go and you're gonna look like you curled half your head. if that makes sense. So don't do it. And I couldn't do before, but now I possibly can, and yeah, it feels great. So for anybody debating, knock it out. Better late than never, and it's actually really not that bad. I know for those that are still getting perms, it's probably a much harder sell to be like, yeah, go shave your head off. So transitioning to natural is very doable and is an easier blow. So yeah, thank you guys for watching and joining me on the start of my 2016 hair journey. Please let me know if you have any questions or concerns or your thoughts or anything like that, and don't forget to subscribe. I'd really appreciate seeing your awesome face again, even though I'm not really seeing your face right now. I'd really appreciate knowing that your awesome face is joining me. So I'm gonna shut up now, but thank you guys and have an awesome weekend.